Ain't shit. Now you shit don't want to go live. Y'all see what I go through there with his shit?
You got like you, man. You got palm all the fingers. Just hit the motherfucker.
All right, go ahead. Keep hitting it. Keep hitting it. Keep hitting it. Yeah, keep hitting it. All you gotta do is hit it with your finger. Keep hitting it. Yeah, we here. Humble Hustler Podcast, y'all. He done what he do. Nah, he is. Trying to get his shit together. It's only together when I'm around. I don't know why he don't want to hang out with me. Just the shit he go through. When he try to do it on his own. No, that's what happens when he wear Raven shit when he ain't supposed to wear it. His phone won't work. You know why? Because he got all that Raven shit. He ain't supposed to have it on today. His phone won't work. No Facebook for us today. Because his phone won't work. His phone won't work because he got on Raven gear and they lost yesterday. He definitely ain't supposed to wear that. They not even 500.
Don't listen to him.
Yo, listen, man, front down the building. If you know anything about the project, Murphy Home, shout out. Anything about the terrace, shout out to the terrace, West Baltimore. You know anything about the projects. When you come down them back exits, it stank. Guess what? Right now, it smells like I'm on the back exit. This Raven shit. It stink. Yeah, he trying to get his phone together so that we can see the comments, so that we respond to the comments in real time. But yeah, it's your Monday night edition of Humble Hustler Podcast. It's your man Big O, my man C-Bay, Clark Bay.
Holla.
Clark, Rusty. It all depends on where you know him from and who you know him by.
How y'all doing out there tonight?
Yeah, but it's the Monday night edition. We got the Chargers in Philadelphia tonight for the Monday night game. What you think about that game? Because your phone not going to work, bro. What you think about the game tonight?
Chargers in Philadelphia?
Yeah.
Me, myself, I like the Chargers, but the way the NFL going, ain't no telling who's going to win because you got to ask the refs.
He said, me, myself. There we go. We on YouTube now.
No, that's Facebook.
We on Facebook now, my bad. We'll drop the podcast on YouTube when we get finished. But we live on Facebook and we live on TikTok. You can check us out. My man C-Bay, Clark Bay finally got his phone together.
From the headquarters.
From the headquarters, you know what I mean? We from the headquarters. Humble Hustler headquarters, excuse me. I'm so excited about the day, as you can tell. We at the top of the AFC. We number one. Home field advantage. Yeah, even over New England. And New England played Buffalo Sunday. So you know I'm rooting for Buffalo. Yeah, because they'll be a game behind us and they'll be guaranteed.
You always want some help.
I don't need no help. Y'all the one who need help. At 6 and 7. Y'all the one who need help, man.
Thanks to the refs.
Man, listen, man, yeah. Let's go ahead and get this out the way. The likely catch, that definitely was a touchdown. I'm definitely not a hater. Let's go ahead and get this out the way. The likely catch, that definitely was a touchdown. I'm definitely not a hater. Possession, 2 feet. That's all you and move the in the field. A football move. Ain't no football move to make in his own. You catch the ball, possession. He did both. Should have been a touchdown. Great.
They said possession 9/10 of the law.
But that was listen, y'all had Aaron Rodgers with a but he not on y'all. The man ran it. He ran. Discount double check. He man.
But y'all nobody but
that was down the bike. Y'all know when anybody but the Raiders. Listen,
the Raiders.
Previous podcast told you they're gonna do this when they beat the Jets. What they brag about they beat the
Anyway.
Okay.
I say we should have played anyway.
Okay.
I say we should have played the first half like we played the second half, and we wouldn't have to worry about that.
Okay.
First half like we played the second half, and we wouldn't have to worry about that.
Okay.
Because in the fourth quarter, Pittsburgh had 8 yards.
Right.
Why you wait till the fourth quarter when our back was against the wall to play hard? So I say you let the referee decide the game when you should have decided the game.
Well, that go to one of my changes that I think the Ravens should make. They need to fire that defensive coordinator. That dude, Zach Orr, y'all need to get him out of there. The whole game, y'all got Aaron Rodgers in there with a broken wrist. Fire that defensive coordinator. That dude, Zach Orr, y'all need to get him out of there. The whole game, y'all got Aaron Rodgers in there with a broken wrist.
They ain't blitz him one time.
They ain't blitz him to the fourth quarter when they had 8 yards. They only had 8 yards. It's not blitzing. They ain't blitz the whole first quarter. And y'all got 4 years old. That be y'all see with moms and them dad man who's beating in that. Y'all ain't even want to blitz y'all.
And not only that, my defense ain't all that no more. Humphrey, blood,
always in
always get to a lockdown. Lockdown.
PS2.
He cock his locker room.
Right. If he did, he forgot.
They need to keep Humphrey. He lost a step. He's some shit, cold-blooded shit. Tell him I said it. Tell him he can meet me on the lot and we'll straighten it.
Well, the Jets was a great reach, y'all. Remember? With the Charm City snatch instead of the
Humphrey's a garbage. And Steve is too little. He's scared to tackle. You see how he going in tackle? He going in on sideways, hoping somebody running to his shoulder.
Man, what
because he's scared to take a hit.
What about y'all doo-doo ass head coach?
Tackle. You see how he going in tackle? He going in on sideways, hoping somebody running to his shoulder.
Man, what about
because he's scared to take a hit.
What about y'all doo-doo ass head coach?
They keep playing motherfucker 84 for this 2005. Shit has to go to a new game and need a new style.
Let's out. I know football, and I'm not a hater. John Harbaugh is a good coach because he's a player's coach. They'll run the wall out of helmet for him. It's good. But at some point in time during the game, you gotta know Joe ain't good. He's a player's coach. Keep holding that ball, man. Put his ass on the bench.
But on another note, the whole college football has been shown.
Hold on before we go any further. How many yards did Derek have yesterday? Did he have 100 yards?
Yes.
Did he have 100 yards?
Yes. Double check.
Yeah. I'm great. I'm waiting for the phone to load up now. We definitely going to check. So we're going to check to see if Derrick Henry had 100 yards because that was the key to the game.
If he didn't have 100, he had 94.
No. The key to the game was run Derrick Henry left, run Derrick Henry right, run Derrick Henry up the middle, run Derrick Henry till his tongue run out his mouth because that running defense stink. Y'all ain't do none of that.
I've been saying this about football, basketball, and college football forever. And people say, man, I'm always on the conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
But now y'all see a lot of these games are being fixed. They taking money. They determine who wins the game. They're going to determine who wins the NFL championship. Tip my hat. Them bums play. I don't have no Super Bowl either.
He only in his second year, bro. He made the playoffs his rookie year. This is second year, and we at the top of the AFC.
No Super Bowl
he only in his second year, bro. He made the playoffs his rookie year. This is second year, and we at the top of the AFC. He ain't really. The proof is in the paper. The proof is in the pudding. He's getting better.
You see how I get him started?
Last year, we get ready to have home field advantage. Y'all do not want to come to Mile High. 5,280 feet above sea level. If your lungs ain't right, come to Mile High. 5,280 feet above sea level. If your lungs ain't right, right.
They had a little cheating part.
Right, that's what happened.
I turned my TV off and started watching P. Diddy shows.
And I don't even feel like not even getting a moment of silence today.
A better quarterback, you got better receivers. There's no excuse why y'all lost. Y'all got a better defense.
Listen, he should have went on let me do that. Cause
about Pickens? Pickens didn't even try for that bomb.
The bike up.
Pickens didn't even try for the bomb. They say he taking money being under investigation. About Pickens? Pickens didn't even try for that bomb.
The bike up.
Pickens didn't even try for the bomb. They say he taking money being under investigation.
Hey, the Raiders
Did y'all see that?
3 seconds. Red was 10. Was 40. Man, this man go
to make the game go over.
And then they went over in the half, man. Like, what the hell is going on, man?
And y'all tell me, niggas, you know the
the same thing that they did with the SNAP benefits when they talk about cutting the SNAP benefits, and everybody thought that it was only black people that was on the SNAP benefits when the majority of it is Europeans, Caucasians, white people.
And then it come to find out the SNAP money missing.
Oh my God.
That's a whole new story.
Update on the SNAP benefits, man. You know they had a $5 billion SNAP benefit fund set to the side, the money that they was going to use as an emergency fund. They sent the case back down to the lower courts, and they did, in the court filings. Guess what? They sent the case back down to the lower courts, and they did, in the court filings. Guess what? The $5 billion
missing. $5 billion of SNAP.
$5 billion.
Missing. $5 billion of SNAP.
The Supreme Court judge, Judge Brown, back on there, is the one who sent it back to the lower courts. This information, $5 billion. Emergency SNAP business they got. We're doing a little round, we didn't jump from current events, that kind of stuff. But yeah, I just decided, man, at the top of the AFC.
For a change.
Yeah, but we got some tough games. We got Green Bay. Then right to Green Bay, we got Kansas City. Don't look so tough right now. Yeah, he got real comfortable. He got comfortable with his shoes on. I ain't got my shoes on. I don't know why she had the recliner up. But then we got Jacksonville, and then we close it up with his shoes on. I ain't got my shoes on. I don't know why she had the recliner up. But then we got Jacksonville, and then we close it out with the Chargers. It's a tough schedule, but I think we can do it. What you think about that? All right, right now we Jacksonville, and then we close it out with the Chargers. It's a tough schedule, but I think we can do it. What you think about that? All right, right now we 11-2. Right? No, we 10-2. 4 games left. Right?
You don't know what you is?
I'm asking you. I want to see if you pay attention to this.
It's not on me to pay attention to Denver. It's on me to pay attention to the Ravens.
Well, our remaining schedule. What you think we gonna go? We got Green Bay, Kansas City.
I'm willing to bet my life.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Your life with your fight. Ain't nobody really talking about them too much, but they've been coming on. And the Chargers, they probably won't even have Justin Herbert, man. His hand gonna be broke.
Man, don't listen to him. I want to say this to the humble hustlers out there and all the people that's tuned in. How was y'all Monday? Did y'all have a great Monday? Because my Monday wasn't too bad and it wasn't too good, but it's definitely cold outside.
Yeah, it's definitely cold. And they said that this is going to be one of the coldest winters that we're going to have in a while.
I started off Humble Hustlers early in the morning, heading to work out Waldorf, Maryland. Back to this, talking about some Broncos. Picture that. Picture somebody running Miss Toby's son over.
Yeah.
I was a hard hitter. Picture that.
Oh, this dude here. This is a sports game. Basketball, like from the top of the key, the foul line up. He from Brooklyn. He got super handles. Basketball, like from the top of the key, the foul line up. He from Brooklyn. He got super handles. Fat. Look like Kyrie. He going to key. He better dish it off. Because if he don't dish it off all that easy buddy shit, he do not believe in using that box. He missing all easy bunnies. But now if he get in the paint, he'll do his Magic Johnson on you. But if he try to score, yo, shout out to my man Rob, my man Big Rob, because that was his partner in crime. Batman and Rob, yo dish in the paint. My man Rob jump out the gym. He do the Sprite commercial.
This guy, he always remember all the never tell you about the stuff like that.
No, I keep all the out now. No, listen, check this out. I keep all the information. I keep it up.
Never tell you about the stuff like that.
No, I keep all the out now. No, listen, check this out. I keep all the information. I keep it archived. That's what the purpose for the archives in the library, so we can put it out when we need it. Of course, but you keep talking about put you in the name now, man. That's your knees hurt.
That's how I'm gonna say. You came to game to hoping I fuck up with Jack the Game. You came to game to hoping I fuck up with Jack the Game off, and sometimes I gave what you came for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if I didn't give you what you came for, would you have something to talk about today?
No.
So I had to fuck up a lot of shit. I had to talk about.
You know what? The videos back then.
Oh man.
Man, man, I wish we had phones and videos back then. Well, if we could show you what we went through when we was back then, 10, 12, 14 football, BNBL Project Survival.
That was the shit.
Yeah, of course he gonna say that. Listen, man.
Who could dispute it? Because don't too many people got no records about it.
Right, and it ain't too many of us around.
It ain't recorded.
Nope, it ain't.
We ain't got no film.
That's why I got it in the archive.
So he got it right here.
I got it right here.
Keep on talking that bullshit.
Right. I got it right here.
But
and listen, everybody know back in the day. Listen, Slick, tune in, man, and comment yo. Kenny Parham, man. Everybody know yo ran him over, man.
KP know what happened.
KP, man. And comment yo Kenny Parham, man. Everybody know yo ran him over, man.
KP know what happened. KP used to watch the game.
Wrong. I'm just waiting. Ain't nobody showed me in scripture yet that validate you giving the church 10% of your tithes.
And when you show it to us, we gonna apologize.
We gonna apologize. Validate you giving the church 10% of your tithes.
And when you show it to us, we gonna apologize.
We gonna apologize. We gonna
say it's good for 10% of your time.
Yeah, and we gonna
before we apologize.
We gonna apologize. We gonna
say it's good for 10% of your time.
Yeah, and we gonna
before you pay any of your bills.
We go back now. Just think about this. The preacher up there telling you to ask God to give you for everything you need. Just had the faith of a mustard seed. Microscopic. Can't even see with a naked eye. But yeah, he telling you to give him a tenth of what you earn. But he telling you to lean on God. Why he can't lean on God? Ain't he closer to God? Forever. You know what I mean? So I'm scared of this man. Forever. You know what I mean? So I'm scared of this man.
Forever mentally or physically?
Physically and spiritually. Physically, actually, tomorrow I do not want to be in the same place that I am in today, because that means I ain't broke.
And made a step forward to make amends to the mistake you made yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And what you do to make that amends to make the mistake that you made yesterday, so you don't make it tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. And let me give you an example of what he's talking about, because oftentimes you'll hear people talking about certain things that you should do, but it'll be abstract, and you'll have like a real example of what they're talking about. Like every day, for me, my mission is to try to even the scales, because I got some shit that, you know what I mean, from my youth, that, you know what I mean, that I'm to try to even the scales, because I got some shit that, you know what I mean, from my youth, that, you know what I mean, that I'm still paying for right now. And I understand that the day of judgment, I'm still going to have to answer for it. So every day, my quest in trying to be a step further significantly, but each day I'm trying to do significantly, but each day I'm trying to do something incremental to try to even the scales. And so let me just give you an example. I open the door for people, whether they say thank you or not. Because I open the door for people, whether they say thank you or not. Because choice and decision that he got to make in regards to let me into paradise. And that's my whole goal.
And the camel, because I don't want to be back, because I'm a Muslim, so I got camel toe. The Camelback, what he said, he kind of impressed me one day. We went out to eat breakfast, and he was paying for the bill, because you know me, I'm always trying to get in it back so I don't have to pay for the bill. But he was paying for the bill, and so I asked him about the receipt. So he says, "You want the receipt?" I'm like, "No, I don't want the receipt. I want to see how much it costs. I was gonna put something to the bill." He said, "If you see the receipt, you have to pay for the bill."
Yeah.
So why you worried about seeing the receipt if you ain't paying for the bill?
Right.
Which taught me something. Never ask for the receipt if you ain't paying for the bill.
Right.
But in the same token, it was a lady behind us. He paid for her bill without her even knowing that he was going to pay for a bill.
Right.
It kind of impressed me to see that he was giving back.
Right.
Even if he didn't have it, he wanted to make sure the lady behind us had it. And she was old. He wanted to see that he was giving back.
Right.
Even if he didn't have it, he wanted to make sure the lady behind us had it. And she was old. He wasn't hitting on the lady. But I'm just saying, in general.
Yeah.
And I said, damn, wow, that was kind of slick.
Right.
And so when the lady went to pick up the bill, people at the table already told her, well, he already demanded the
stuff like that. I don't even want to thank you from.
Yeah, so he pays and go out the door.
Yeah, I pay and get out the door. So they be looking around like, oh my God. Also, springs a little hope in them that
there's still some good in mankind.
It's still some good in mankind, particularly African American males, that we all not shitballs. There is still some of us out there with some morals and some principles, and we try, you know what I mean, and we conscious minded, and we're aware, we be intentional about the things that we do for our community.
And so what I started doing is, like, when I go out to eat, a lot of times people don't really want to sit certain people. They don't really want to rate on certain people, colors in particular. And they ain't saying no names it could be, but I'm just saying people don't really want to sit certain people. They don't really want to rate on certain people, colors in particular. And they ain't saying no names it could be, but I'm just saying in general. But when I sit at a table, at the end of the meal, I leave a big tip so the people can see the damn.
Right.
I ain't even want to wait on these people, but these people may be my blessing.
Right.
So a lot of times we turn our blessings away.
Right.
I ain't even want to wait on these people, but these people may be my blessing.
Right.
So a lot of times we turn our blessings away just looking on the appearance of a person.
Yeah.
But when I get up from the table, a person says, "Dang, he left me $30 for my tip. I wasn't expecting to get no more than $3."
Right.
But I'm trying to change the perception of a person's mindset. Just by looking at me, you automatically thinking that I don't want to wait on them.
You know what? At one time, I used to do like a Sunday breakfast for all the homies once a month, and we would get together. And I think it grew to about 15 of us, and we would go out to breakfast somewhere different every one Sunday out the month. And I would invite people, and I would tell them, you know, sometimes people hesitate, like, "Oh, well, I ain't sure. I see if I can make it." And I just let them know, because dudes got self-esteem issues. They ain't gonna tell you that I ain't really got it. So what I used to tell them is, listen, if it's an issue with you paying for your breakfast, don't let that stop you from coming. Because I basically was paying for the breakfast, and the whole goal was we was trying to be intentional about being a blessing for the waiter. And so what we would do is I would pay for the breakfast, and I would tell everybody that came to the breakfast that tip wise, give as much as you could. And so for the people that could afford that breakfast on that issues that they was dealing with, but we were talking about over breakfast. And that's in addition to being a blessing to the week. So those are just things that we do to try to, even the scales, so that when we stand before Allah on Judgment Day, that we get, a Zahir He opened those gates and let us into paradise.
It's gonna be hard to get me in, but I'm fighting.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a difficult task to get me in.
I started at the back of the line. Now I'm in the middle of the line. If I keep going, I might can ease my way up to the front where you can hear my story.
Yeah.
Why I was in the back of the line.
Yeah, I wasn't even in the line at all. So I'm lucky to even be in the line. I'm not even sure where my place is. I don't even know if I'm in the back or the middle. I'm certainly not in the front. But I'm just happy to even be in line at this point because, boy, the stuff I used to do when I was younger, boy, the shit don't make no sense. And we was just laughing and joking about the shit that we thought was funny back then. Like, shit wasn't funny. It's like, what was we doing? I really thought process. It's like we have self-esteem, we had damn esteem. We had double self-esteem. We were doing a bunch of shit.
And the funny thing, I was coming down Earth Avenue.
Mm-hmm.
Kid was hiding in the bushes. He jumped out the bushes and threw a bag of water or something in my truck and hit the truck. Pow!
Yeah, like probably water balloon.
So out the bushes and threw a bag of water or something in my truck and hit the truck. Pow!
Yeah, like probably water balloon.
So
I had him for throwing water at the truck anyway. We was throwing people in the harbor, bro.
That's why I didn't get mad. I just smiled and kept going.
Oh, I had him for throwing water at the truck anyway. We was throwing people in the harbor, bro.
That's why I didn't get mad. I just smiled and kept going.
Oh,
I didn't even come back and argue, fuss, and fight.
I don't even know how could you get mad from the very beginning. This dude throwing people in the harbor. He talking about somebody hitting his truck with some water. I don't think he come on.
I mean, I did a
but
lot.
I understand what he's saying.
I did a lot of things that I'm not proud of when I was younger.
Yeah.
And I see a lot of things that young kids are doing now that when they get older, hopefully they don't be proud of it.
Right.
But it's a trend.
Right.
And then if we don't try to find a way to make the trend, but I see the kid probably ain't had nothing to do, and he probably thought that was something exciting, even though it could have killed me. I could have crashed. But we don't be thinking like that. We be just thinking that I'm trying to just do something, even though it could have killed me. I could have crashed. But we don't be thinking like that. We be just thinking that I'm trying to just do something to get away coming down the street at the time.
Yeah.
And I got a blessing out of it that I was able to control my anger and continue doing what I was doing.
Yeah. And on the previous podcast, just to change the topic a little bit, on the previous podcast, And on the previous podcast, just to change the topic a little bit, on the previous podcast, somebody asked, I was asked to give a little more information about estate planning. And again, this is for educational purposes only. This is not meant to be any. The will says what happens to what you have when you die. Your advance directive says what to do with you medically if you are incapacitated. And a power of attorney, basically the person directive says what to do with you medically if you are incapacitated. And a power of attorney, basically the person acts as your agent. They basically act as you. They are you for your power of attorney. And so those are the three basic documents everybody should have an estate plan.
So is the living will the same thing as a will? The dying will? I mean, living will, you write while you're living what you really want in case something happened to you.
A living will,
what you really want in case something happened to you.
A living will, they
honor.
That's the reason for probate court. Probate court is when your will is being contested. Oftentimes you'll see that, again, education purposes only, estate plan or attorney advice, but oftentimes you'll see it occur when there's multiple siblings, and say like, for lack of a better term, you got like the black sheep child in the family.
Me.
And they get excluded out of the will. And so what they do is they take it to probate court and they contest the will. And they use things like he or she, mom or dad was under duress.
Or she wasn't in the right state of mind.
Right, duress, and was stressed in some kind of fashion or form. And that's the reason why they took me out of the will and they really didn't meant to do it. And at that point, it's left up to the probate judge in regards to how the assets are divided up. Do he follow the will, or do he actually make changes in regards to how the assets are divided up? Do he follow the will, or do he actually make changes to the will and do it according to how he think it should be done? Now, that segue, or do he actually make changes to the will and do it according to how he think it should be done? Now, that segues into something on another level, and actually with the protection on your assets. And again, it actually describes what happens to the assets. Actually describes what happens to the assets when certain events occur. And so you can have a revocable trust or irrevocable trust. And of course, revocable means that you could change it, and irrevocable means that you can revocable trust or irrevocable trust. And of course, revocable means that you could change it, and irrevocable means that you can't change it, technically. And another difference in the two is that, of course, with a trust has a bank account. Both trusts, revocable or irrevocable, have bank accounts attached to them, but they're taxed differently. An irrevocable trust is taxed different from a revocable trust. So again, the three main documents that you need for estate planning is your will, your power of attorney, and your advance directive. And you should even take it a step further and have a trust. That's what the rich do. They create trust, meaning that the trust owns the assets, but because you identify yourself as a trustee, you control them. So I control the assets, but I don't own them. So when you sue, you get nothing because I don't own anything. I just control what the trust owns. So the trust is actually a whole
different entity.
Really different entity and individual.
So it's a person that's not a person.
Right. Really different entity and individual.
So it's a person that's not a person.
Right.
The trust own it, but you don't own it technically.
Well, you don't own it. The trust owns it.
The trust own it, but you
control it.
So they say.
You control it because you're the trustee. So you can
tell it. You can tell the trust what to do.
Yeah, you can tell the trust what to do. Yeah, and then you identify succession trustees. So when you die, that this person be a trustee. And it's significant that you have now with your family and your loved ones, so that, especially when if you're married or if you're in a relationship, so that, that y'all could be aligned or in agreement with the persons or persons that you identify, so that y'all could be aligned or in agreement with the persons or persons that you identify, that you put in significant decision-making positions for you in regards to where your assets go and who get what when you pass.
Because trust and believe, people come out when something happens.
Assets go and who get what when you pass.
Because trust and believe, people come out when something happens.
And nothing, even what your kids passed, and now we have to address it. It can't lay dormant. It can't lay sleep. And so that's the reason why we wasn't in it. So that's what happened with death. It either brings us closer or it takes us further apart, but nothing ever stays the same after death.
And a lot of stuff come out after a person dies that you wouldn't believe a person would do.
Right.
So
yeah.
I'm letting you know now that while you were living, it's best to make your arrangements for when you're gone.
Yeah, make your own arrangements. Have them discussions with your significant other. Have them discussions with your family. And they're not easy discussions to have, but they're necessary discussions to have. And I often was, I can remember my mother, Patricia, always telling me that the best medicine tastes the worst. It tastes like my man Pac said, man, put a beat man, because I want to know is having like cheese. You know, we got having for G's, man. That's what Pac said, man. They got G's, but yeah, had those discussions with your family and your loved ones, and you don't have to be. They got G's, but yeah, had those discussions with your family and your loved ones, and you don't have to be. A lot of times when we talk about estate planning and we talk about wills, power of attorneys, you basically hear the rich people talking about that. You hear people like you gotta have a mansion and you got like a whole bunch of paper. No, if you own or have anything, you definitely need to have a trust.
If you got 2 Raven hoodies, you need a trust.
You definitely need a trust. And if everybody should have a power of attorney and an advance directive. Everybody should have an advance directive and a power of attorney.
So what is advance directive?
Advance directive is, say for instance, you're in the hospital and they need to rush you in for emergency surgery and they need to do blood transfusions. For instance, like Jehovah's Witness, they don't do blood transfusions. So in your advance directive, you tell them that if I need a blood transfusion, don't give it to me. Let me die. My mother advance directive, and don't resuscitate me. If I go out, don't bring me back. Bring me back. And that's when my mother advance directive. It identifies a person that actually carries out your orders in the advance directive. And then my mother's particular instance, for her advance directive, she identified me, which was surprising for me because I was ripping and running in the streets, and my sister that's next to me, that's still in the church, was the one that was in church with her every day, all the time. And so I would have thought initially that she would have identified her, but my mother and her infinite wisdom, she knew what she was doing, because my sister wouldn't have been able to carry out my mother's wishes. Because when we sat there, when we talked to the doctor, he was saying that my mother was on a machine. He was saying that, well, we could do something for her, but she would be on dialysis and she would have a trait. And I was going to do what my mother told me to do anyway, despite how difficult it was for me. But I ain't gonna lie, when I sat there with me and my 2 sisters and we was talking to the doctor, and he was talking about the prognosis, if we allowed them to do the particular
operation,
that they wanted to do, and he said that mine would come out, she would have to go to dialysis, and I was thinking about it. But then when he said she would have the trait, it's a no-go. I was thinking about it. But then when he said she would have the trait, it's a no-go. My mother has never said anything bad about anybody in church, except for one person. And she really wasn't. And phlegm came out that motherfucker. And my mother said that was the nastiest stuff that she had ever seen in her life. And she told me, and this is when I was younger, she's like, if I'm ever in that condition and need that, I don't want that. And so, when he was talking about the dialysis, I was like, I was being a little selfish, and I was thinking about myself. I was going to go against her wishes. I was at least contemplating it. But then when he said something about the trait, no go.
So a lot of times when you want to resuscitate your family members, it'd be a little selfish because you just be cared about.
Because you worried about how you feel. Yeah. Right. You worry about how you feel. And I would have did it if my mother ain't have an advance directive and tell me not to resuscitate her. And the reason why my mother resuscitated her, told me not to resuscitate her, because she was a warrior for Christ.
A warrior for Christ?
Yeah, she said that her paradise was on the other side. She said wasn't nothing here but suffering. And so she said if she got to that point where she was getting ready to go to the other side, let her go. And as difficult as it was for me, that's what I did. She left me, just like he left me. It was difficult, but you know what? Allah had my back. I had my back. And I've been able to get over it. I've been able to deal with it better. Never get over was my mother and my father. So I lost both my parents when my mother died. So I lost both my parents when my mother died. I've lost a child as well. So
read it. So I mean, I haven't found the way to get over it. I just put something over the void to ease the pain and try to go along and live without and just live out the life the way they told me to live out my life. And that's how I get over it. I don't get over it, but I do get over it.
Right. Well, you deal with it.
Right.
Because we never get past that, especially, well, Mom and my boy Kyle, definitely, I never get over that. And you can speak on that. I already know. When it's Toby and Sharon, no, you ain't never gonna get over that. I have to deal with that. But it's something I feel. Come on in, man. Go ahead, everybody. Say, audience, man. Yeah, got on this cowboy.
Man, yeah,
audience, man. Yeah, got on this cowboy.
Man, yeah, the long day.
Yeah, the long day. Man, what are they thinking about? They trying to hurt the Jaden Daniels again, man.
That's what the cowboy. I mean, that's what the salamanders do.
Even though I don't really rock with RG3, and that's crit. You know what?
Salamanders do that.
It ain't my phone. I don't know why your phone. You know what?
Salamanders do that.
It ain't my phone. I don't know why your phone always do this. Listen, we doing a podcast. Why would you be calling us between 5:30 and 6:30? We do this every Monday. Know your personnel. Y'all don't know what he do every Monday? Y'all know that's his phone. My phone don't even.
And then they don't want whoever it was.
No, they don't want nothing. They don't want nothing at all. Nada. Nothing. And we didn't change the subject because it was great to go down. We both probably was great to be sitting
here. And we ready to start crying.
Yeah, we both great to be sitting here in tears.
I'm glad my nephew walked in and didn't say the day.
Nephew came in and say the day, man. He broke. Man,
what y'all was talking about, man?
Yeah, we was talking about he could bring us back.
No, we don't want to do that.
We was just talking about we was talking about estate planning.
Yeah, Carlos
and we was talking about estate planning, the documents like your will, the advance. We was even talking about taking it to the next level, protecting your about trust. Irrevocable.
Sit right there.
Come on, man. Come on, nephew, man. We talking about, see, he always leave me, man. He always about trust. Irrevocable.
Sit right there.
Come on, man. Come on, nephew, man. We talking about, see, he always leave me, man. He always leave. But we was talking about,
my doorbell keep ringing.
We was talking about trust, irrevocable, revocable trust. Just describing the differences of it. And again, this for educational purposes only. You know what I mean? This is not estate planning advice. This is not estate planning advice. It's just for educational purposes only. You know what I mean? And then as a result of talking about wills, advanced directives, of wills, advanced directives, and powers of attorney, that we got to talk, sharing our personal experiences about the deaths that we've encountered. Both of us lost our parents, you know what I mean? And he lost a significant person, you know what I mean, Sharon, his sister, and you know what I mean?
His mother.
His mother, okay, his mother.
Sharon is his mother.
Oh.
That's why
a moment of silence.
That's why I said we didn't want to go to that.
Yeah.
We didn't want to go back and visit.
Yeah. But you pulled it out of, so we gotta answer your question. You're like, no.
What y'all talking about? No, we don't want to go back there. We don't want to go back there.
Yeah.
But anyway.
But you pulled it out of, so we gotta answer your question. You're like, no.
What y'all talking about? No, we don't want to go back there. We don't want to go back there.
Yeah.
But anyway. As you can see, my phone's ringing because it's Carlos ringing my phone, knowing that I'm doing a podcast.
Yeah, Carlos, yeah. You better make sure you put that floor down right, man.
Yeah, you heard? Because, you know, we still got to get that money.
Yeah, tell them about what Carlos do for you.
Well, Carlos is my #1 guy Whatever needs to be fixed, he can fix it. Whatever broke, he'll help you break
All
it.
right, what
General contract.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
my
general contract.
He's a general contractor
so what?
for American Kings.
American Kings.
American
That's
Kings.
what. Tell them what American Kings do. What American Kings do?
American Kings is
Home improvement.
is a branch home improvement company under CLRK Collective.
Tell them what this.
CLRK Collective is Clark without the A.
The Clark Collective.
LLC.
The Clark Collective.
Me and my son started a group, and everything else is umbrella under it.
Okay, so we got the home improvement company.
So the license comes from CLRK Collective.
All right, and what else you got going on under the collective? You got the home improvement company.
I got the home improvement company.
What else?
I got the food company.
Yeah, you got the food truck.
The food truck.
You got the food truck.
I got my books on the collective.
All right, and what? Hold on, don't run past the book. Part 1 already out. Humble Hustlers. That's the origin for the podcast. That's where we got the name from. Humble Hustlers. Part 1 already out.
Humble Hustlers 2 will be out at the end of this month.
At the end of this month.
Wow.
And then, so that's part 1. Humble Hustlers. Part 1 already out.
Humble Hustlers 2 will be out at the end of this month.
At the end of this month.
Wow.
And then, so that's part 1 and part 2 of the book. And then we even get ready to take it even further. Because y'all know if y'all been watching the previous podcast, that we get ready to take this to a movie. We ain't forgot you, Biggie.
We ain't forgot you, Jamal.
Yeah, we ain't talked to you in a minute, but we ain't forgot you. That's no part. We bringing out
Shit, we forgot you, Greg.
We ain't
You doing tip our hats to you.
that's our house leaf. All
Come on.
listen,
You gotta have that bullshit on.
this hat, this ain't no Bronco hat.
He's waiting for somebody.
The first thing make it legal. The first they started the green rush. That's what they call it now. The green rush. We got 19 states right now. I can't wait for all 50 states to go legal. Just right. So we got Humble Hustler brand. We got the winter gear. It just came in. Right. So we got Humble Hustler brand. We got the winter gear. It just came in. He only go live like once every 2 weeks with the Humble Hustler gear. I've been in his bushes about you need to be doing it every day. I've been in his bushes about you need a website because everybody ain't gonna want to pull you to get shit out the tub. Some people might want to for them. For you as well, you can be and still make money. You don't have to be present to sell it. You don't have to be present to sell it. You don't have to be present to sell it and then do the transaction. All deal with electronics. So I'm trying to
get website for you.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my man up to speed. He's real archaic when it comes to business. You know, anything old school. Anything. So I'm up to speed with this with electronics. Playing. You got to go show it like this. Like this outline. Start with a topic, a topic sentence of what you trying to accomplish, and then you go A, B, C, D, A, 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the steps to accomplish A. Then you get to B, and you go 1, 2, 3. These are the steps to accomplish D. And you do that for C and you do that for D. And once you go through A, B, C, and D, you should have accomplished the goal. You move to the next goal. And so that's how each day you just by small incremental steps.
So 4 times 4 is 16. To accomplish your goal. Have a nice night.
Yeah.
Humble Hustlers. Have a nice night.
Yeah.
Humble Hustlers.
Plan your work and work your plan.
Have a good day. Peace.
You're always doing something.
Guest request. What happened?
No, he got it together.
So what happened to that piece? Was it the piece that supposed to go there that we didn't get?